Okay, this is just going to be a lower back stretch and strengthening. You can do this on the floor. You don't need a rebounder. I'm just doing it on the rebounder because this is a rebounder group. Okay, I am just tucking in my glutes and my abdominal muscles, and then I'm lifting up my lower back from the mat. So I am doing a glute, pelvic, floor, abdominal tuck, along with bringing my back, when I'm done with that, up off of the mat. So you have a little arch in your back. That's going to massage your back. You're going to be strengthening it here and then stretching it here. So we're just going to do a few of these. You can't see it really well, but that's what I'm doing. I'm just lifting up. And if you're on the floor, you just have your feet just like I do, but you're just laying on the floor. Now I'm just going to be bringing my hips up, and I'm going to be just doing little pulses up and down. I don't do much of them, just a few. So you can be strengthening your back up to make it a little bit stronger. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to come back down, and I'm just going to hold my lower back to the mat. That's going to be stretching it out too. So we're just doing a few of these with the glute tucks, pelvic tucks, and abdominal tucks all in one. So you're tucking in your glutes and your pelvic floor and your abdominals. And then I come back and I'm just going to hold my lower back to the mat or to the ground. Okay, now I'm just going to bring my knees in. And I'm just going to rock it back and forth. I'm rocking on my lower back. I'm just rocking back and forth as I'm holding my knees in towards my chest. Okay, now I'm just massaging back and forth. I'm holding on to the rebounder. But if you're on the floor, you can either hold your knees like we were doing, or just put your hands on the floor and then just go back and forth motion. Now I'm coming to the side, and that's going to stretch out one side of your back, of your lower back. It'll be the side where your top leg is. I'm just going to hold that there, and then I'm going to come back up and then go to the other side. And that's stretching out where your top leg is on this side. Okay, we're bringing our knees in and then just out a little bit. We're pulling in, and make sure that your lower back is to the mat or to the floor when you're doing this. If you can't keep your lower back on the floor, don't come up as high as I do into the chest. Just do little kind of pulses. Okay, now I'm going to go to the side, have my top leg out, and it's the same kind of stretch we did on the other, when we did with the knees together. So I'm stretching one part of your lower back. Now we're just coming into the chest and out. In and then out. Just little pulses, and then we're going to switch it to the other side with the top leg all the way out and the bottom leg with the knee bent. On all fours, if you're on the floor, it's going to be the same. I'm just holding on to the rim, and we're just going to be doing the stretches up and then holding that, and then we're going to just let it down. You can see the curve in my back, and then I'm going to pull it up. We call this the cat-cow, and just hold that pose up there, and that's really going to strengthen and stretch out your lower back muscles. Okay, I have my knees apart now, my feet together, and I'm coming back into a child pose. I don't have my hands all the way out in front because I'm on the rebounder, but if you're on the floor, you can do that. That's going to be stretching out your lower back. And then I am going to be doing a tuck with my knees. Then I go back into the child pose, and then I'm going to tuck up again. So when I'm tucking everything. I'm tucking my glutes, my abdominal muscles, and my pelvic floor. And that's really going to be strengthening your back. And then when I come down, it's stretching it. So this is a great move if you have a weaker lower back and you just want to stretch it out. We should have an equal amount of strength in our front abdominal muscles as we do our back muscles. And most of the time that's not true. That's why we have so many issues. We're not really balanced in our muscle area. So I'm going to come down into a down dog. And from the down dog, I'm doing another tuck. It's just another way of doing the tuck. And keep all your muscles engaged that you are using, which is your glutes, your pelvic floor, and your abdominal muscles. I have my feet far apart, and I have my hands on my feet, and I went into a squat. Now I'm just stretching down, but I'm going to go into the squat and then stretch down. I'm stretching out my hamstrings, but you're going to feel it in your back. It's going to be strengthening your back at the same time. The key is holding your muscles and engaging those muscles throughout this whole little stretch segment. Now that we're standing, I have my feet a little more than shoulder width apart, and I'm just going to be pushing I'm going to go side to side. Side to side, and the whole time I'm holding in my glutes. Now I'm doing the tuck. I'm tucking in and then coming back. I'm tucking and then coming back. So you're tucking in all your muscles, your glutes, your pelvic floor, and your abdominal muscles. Okay, here's a little strengthener move. Keep your knees bent, but you're going to be bending back a little bit. And that's going to be strengthening your back. That's going to strengthen your back. And then I just kind of bend forward. I'm holding my lower back and I'm stretching that out. And then I'm coming back and I'm going to strengthen it. And then I'm going to come forward again and just kind of tuck it and lean forward. Okay, I'm bending over, but I'm in a semi-squat, and I'm just going to do the tucks from this position, and I'm going to be holding on to my knees. And I'm just going to come up and I'm going to tuck it. Now I'm just going to be bringing my front hand over to my back knee and I'm tucking, and you're going to notice that you are feeling it in one side of your back, and you're just going to be doing the same kind of tucking it up and then coming down. I think I do 5 on this side, and then I'll switch over and do 5 on the other side.